as that auspicious moment for the Pran Pratistha of Ramlala's Murti or idol draws close. There is tremendous excitement, not just here in Ayodhya, but across the length and breadth of our country and perhaps many parts of the world. And with me is the man who leads that Bhagirat Prayas in the construction of this Divya Bhavya Ram temple here at Ayodhya, Nripendra Misra. Sir, many thanks for speaking to us here at India Today. You are the chairman of the Sri Ram Temple Construction Committee and former principal secretary to the Prime Minister. Sir, आपका इस समय जो भगीरथ प्रयास है, ये कैसा चल रहा है?
Well, I have to say that it is very challenging. We had promised to the nation that the ground floor of the temple, which means 5 mandap and the garbhagriha, where the Lord will be consecrated. Apart from that, we had also promised that significant portion of Parkota, which is the outer boundary wall, that will also be ready. We have done it. I would say that I am successful to the extent of about 95%. 5% is still challenging, but that's how the life is. And I have to, through your channel, tell the nation that by December 2024, the temple and Parkota will be completed. The first floor and second floor of the temple, which you can now see at the moment is under construction, that will be completed. So, I am living under continuous challenge and aspiring to perform what is assigned to me.
And this is, I mean, the temple looks beautiful, it looks divine. What will Sri Ram Bhakt see on the 22nd of January when the Pran Pratistha takes place, sir?
Well, the devotees will come from 23rd morning, but invited guests, which are roughly about 6,000 to 8,000 people, they, of course, will have the darshan of Lord on 22nd itself. What they are going to see complete is that the portion of entrance from Parkota, that is the eastern entrance, that will be complete. So they will enter through the Parkota eastern entrance, and then they will be seeing the stairs of the main temple, where we have already installed the Gajadwar, which is elephant, then the Singh Dwar, lion is there, and then Hanuman and Garud. So 6 such statues are there, which will be a kind of blessing the devotee who has taken all these efforts and who has waited and waited. The generations have waited, now they have come. So now they will get the blessing before they climb up about 32 stairs and pass through the mandap and stand before the Lord in Guru Mandap.
Sir, I mean, I have goosebumps when you talk. You have seen this through so many different phases. Ayodhya ke baare mein to they anyways say that this is a city that's always waited. 14 years when Lord Ram was in Vanvas, and then another 500 years for this temple. But sir, did you think, one, this would happen in your lifetime or mine? And sir, describe to us what Ramlala would look like. Well, there's so much curiosity to know.
Well, you are very right. Actually, when I first came in 2020, I also, like you mentioned, Ayodhya. And then the people here were very emotional. They said, sir, not Ayodhya, Ayodhya Dham. So that is how the station has been named. They don't want to see this as Ayodhya. So that is the emotional connect of the people here in Ayodhya. Now, obviously, they see the return of Lord Ram in a different form. 1,000 years before, there was a kingdom here, kingdom of which the Lord was the king. And he was not just king, he was Maryada Purushottam. He had already attained a status of godly qualities. A status because he was still in the incarnation of the human form, but he was already godlike. He was also now giving the different messages to those who are being ruled and to those who are the rulers, that how, in what manner they should conduct, what should be the highest ethical standard. That's why he's called Maryada Purushottam. And I might add, and it is not there, but you permit me to speak a minute.
Of course, sir.
This Parkota, which you see, the construction here, this is total is 795 meters. 795 meters, and that is what makes it a construction of 8 acres. So the temple is 2.5 or 2.8 acres, but when you take the Parkota, then it is 8.5 acres, and it is in the Parkota that we are going to have about 100 murals.
Wow.
Those are bronze murals, and they will give the message of Lord globally and to the nation and to the individual. How the individual should live, how the nation should conduct, how the ruler should conduct, all that is part of the Parkota. So we are going to have bronze murals put in this, but all of it, believe me, it's my commitment, by 2024 it will be completed.
And for the Pran Pratistha on the 22nd of January, I believe there's a lot of interest even overseas, and arrangements are being made so that Ram Bhakts, not just in India but also in different parts of the world, will be able to see this?
Yes, I was told by Information Broadcasting Ministry that they are having links both for the country and links in a manner that it can be seen by all, roughly about more than 5 lakh villages. It will also be seen in different nations. In fact, there is a demand from New York that it should be displayed there, though it will be middle of the night, but they are very keen that it should be on the square in the New York, should be displayed so that all the NRIs and other devotees, they are able to see what is being done here, the puja, the Pran Pratistha. You asked a question,
Sir.
About how the Lord will look like.
Sir.
And that's important. We have made selection. The trust has made selection. And the Lord is roughly of the 5 years of age. Why 5 and below? It is because there is a sacred thread which ceremony is performed after 5 years. Yagopavit. That is not there. He is not wearing it. That is why we have decided that it will be roughly of 4 to 5 years, 51 inches. The height is important because on a day of Ramanavami, we have done some work with the Central Building Research Institute and the Astronomy Institute in Pune, so that the rays of sun, they fall on the forehead of the Lord at 12 noon on Ramanavami day.
Every year Ramanavami?
Every year, for next 20 years, it has been so computerized. A software has been prepared that we don't have to do, though there will be movement of the sun, but they have calculated what will be the impact and how that ray now will fall. So In fact, because of the distance and the direction, at 12 o'clock, the rays are not coming directly. That was the challenge. So we have to receive it on Shikhar. The Shikhar will 161 feet on this temple. There we have made a small aperture. From there, it will be reflected.
Wow.
And that reflection then will reach the Lord's forehead.